my God! Oh, so spicy!
The year was 1999, Mexico. Takis tortilla chips quite literally rolled out onto the scene and changed the spicy chip game. So let's take a look at the top 10 facts you need to know about Takis. That's nuts.
Eduardo, man, you are so loco, man!
Takis may be a tortilla chip maker known for its spicy chips, but the Mexican brand is now introducing spicy nuts as a new addition to their snack family. With a double crunch technology that is said to increase and prolong the spicy sensations going on in your mouth, the spicy nuts are offered in 3 flavors, including Flare, Fuego, and Smokin' Lime. Flare combines chili peppers and lime. Fuego is basically a spicier version of Flare, and Smokin' Lime features smoky chipotle with the lime for a slightly less spicy experience. The aptly named Fuego variety has been described as being like eating fire. So if you're looking to spice up your life, a bag of nuts might be exactly what you're looking for. Takis successfully entered the US chip market in 2006 and is now trying to do the same with its own unique take on nuts.
I'm a yoga nut, and I'm a nut.
So if you're a lover of all things spicy, give Takis hot nuts a try. Takis means intensity.
What the are you doing? Whoa, but it's chillax, bro.
Technically, taki doesn't actually mean anything at all, at least not in Spanish. So since the name doesn't really mean much on its own, the Mexico-based company took the word and made it into what they wanted it to mean: intensity. Takis equals intensity.
I love it. It is simply awesome.
Takis are marketed to a younger demographic, a market that is typically more open to experimenting with extreme flavors. Note, lime is a big part of the Takis flavors, but this serves to counter the intense heat of the chili peppers and chipotle flavors. As a part of the advertising used by Barcel to draw attention in the crowded snack food industry, young musicians are often used as part of Takis ad campaigns. This is the kind of spicy, edgy snack that can be paired with those edgy sodas, like the different Mountain Dews with the intense names and colors. Takis seems to inhabit the same space as the extreme dews and energy drinks that often use extreme sports athletes in their advertisements. Blue sodas with orange chips or orange sodas with blue chips are the kinds of pairings that kids love. And if you'd like to try it, go ahead and do it. The Takis Five.
Lots of flavors.
The rolled Takis tortilla chips are patterned after traditional Mexican taquitos, but here's the rundown on the original 5 flavors. The Takis 5 are Fuego, Nitro, Wild, Guacamole, and Crunchy Fajita. These flavors are truly not for everyone. As the company's website says, Takis chips are only for the strong, the brave, the daring. Are you strong, brave, daring? If so, strap in and grab your drink of choice, because these flavors are about to tantalize your taste buds to oblivion. Take Nitro, for instance. The Nitro variety is an interesting combination of habanero and cucumber for a spicy, cool effect. The guacamole flavor from Takis is nice because you don't necessarily think spicy when you think of guacamole dip. Takis rates this chip as mild, but warns snackers not to be complacent with this one because it still packs a flavorful punch.
Can't taste my freaking tongue, Kay.
But if you find yourself needing relief from the spicier flavors, then the guac might be your safest bet. The crunchy fajita flavor, however, entices snackers to find out what caliente really means. Although the company is always ready to roll out new flavors, these fabulous 5 deserve their time to shine. Limited edition scorpions and volcanoes.
Shut up and take my money.
Limited edition flavors are a fairly common marketing technique in the snack world. One of these limited editions of Takis flavors is Scorpion Barbecue. Reviews of these chips have generally been pretty good, but there's a strange side effect that's gotten as much attention as the chips themselves. The chips turn your tongue a striking bluish-green color.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
You can see this effect on any of several YouTube videos with kids proudly displaying their colorful tongues before the camera. And, well, this shouldn't come as such a surprise to snackers since the package tells you there is a color-changing effect. But it is surprising that the creators of Takis decided on this gimmick in the first place. If you're going to include this effect, wouldn't bright red or orange be more appropriate? Why bluish green? Maybe that's why they made another of these intense limited edition Takis flavors called Volcano Queso. This dramatic-sounding flavor is described as having habanero pepper cheese flavor overflowing like lava on the chips. These chips will also leave your tongue in an altered, colorful state. Takis Enough?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
There's a tagline in a Takis commercial that asks, "Are you Takis enough?" Although it's admittedly unclear as to exactly what the snack makers mean by this, people are likely to perceive the advertisement as a challenge to embrace the intensity of these snacks.
Challenge accepted.
Takis spicy snacks have been marketed fairly aggressively to the teenage demographic because kids tend to want to experience edgier products than the older generations of consumers. Giving customers a sense of exclusivity is a golden marketing strategy that companies have used with great effectiveness. There are a number of internet reviews and YouTube videos that discuss the various flavors of Takis snacks. The question of whether you are Takis enough might not exactly be a Takis untold truth, but it is something many young people are willing to find out. Takis has done a pretty good job of creating a loyal fan base that sees itself as a sort of elite group of snackers, willing to brave the extreme Takis flavors that are a step above the average spicy chips. Manipulating tastes.
The secret ingredient is...
Takis are so good, they have us asking questions like, have food scientists found a way to make us all crave their products and mindlessly keep wanting more and more regardless of the consequences? Well, no, probably not. But companies certainly do hire experts to make products we'll like because they want us to keep buying them. Makes sense. Perhaps Takis has a team of experts trying to discover the exact ratio of salty, spicy, and tangy to make them irresistible to an otherwise unwitting public. So what if they do? Every company wants customers to like their products and keep on buying them, so if they're technically doing it right, then people will keep on craving more and more. Any controversy over whether or not Takis manipulates the flavors of their products seems misguided, because it feels like people who have an issue with it are really saying they would prefer if the companies put out an inferior product.
Oh.
Are the creators of Takis still harboring some secrets about its snacks as it tries to perfect the flavor for its customers? Maybe, but that also means that these snacks are highly addictive, and whoever plans on eating some should be prepared to devote themselves to the love of Takis. Ingredients: Takis, and more Takis.
Always wanting more. More!
There's no doubt that Takis are a flavorful, spicy snack in their own right. And while Takis can stand on their own, their reputation for intensity and flavor has made them a popular addition in other recipes. Because Takis are tortilla chips, it probably won't surprise you that one of these recipes is none other than nachos. It's simple. Take your spicy chips, drench them with warm, melting nacho cheese, and add any other toppings you like. Another natural recipe where Takis are used is good old mac and cheese. Of course, this is a comfort food staple, but why not spice it up with the addition of Takis? The spicy chips crushed up could serve as an intense substitute for the usually fairly bland breadcrumb topping often sprinkled on this beloved cheesy pasta dish. Then there's the all-time winner, grilled cheese. First step, crush up some spicy Takis chips and then sprinkle them on the bread. The crushed chips will stick to the butter or oil spread on the bread before you start grilling, and somewhere Homer Simpson is drooling. If you enjoy adding little twists to your daily meals, then Takis might just be the answer to your foodie prayers. Cheesy is the new spicy.
Now describe what you taste.
Cheese.
And
Cheese.
If there's anything young snackers love just as much as spicy snacks, it's cheesy snacks. Takis is well aware of this, so they combined their signature rolled spicy tortilla chips with a gooey, cheesy center.
Delicious.
Totino's Takis Fuego mini snack bites is quite a mouthful to say, and apparently quite a mouthful in the flavor department too. These snacks are found in the frozen food section and could be thought of as the Takis take on the little pizza rolls that you loved as a kid. Just like those pizza rolls, the snack bites are filled with creamy mozzarella. The exterior is like a crunchy chip with spicy chili pepper flavors. The combination of the spice with the cheese makes for a satisfying flavor experience. Some people on the internet have questioned the choice of mozzarella and have argued that spicier Mexican-style cheeses would have been more appropriate. Maybe, but it would seem that Takis knows what they're doing. After all, the makers of Takis know that no matter the type of cheese they put into them, people will still pop them into their mouths fresh out of the oven. For a full snacking experience, you can have a helping of chips, nuts, and snack bites and hit pretty much all of the snack food groups. In all honesty, it's going to look like a big, tasty platter you can brag about. Do it for the gram and say cheese. The shape of spicy.
That's a spicy meatball!
There's a theory that the distinctive rolled shape of Takis tortilla chips has been designed to trap more of the spicy flavors that make these chips so intense. Maybe a myth, maybe not. In reality, the shapes are formed to look like mini tortillas and make Takis unique in the snack aisle of your local supermarket. Some industry commentators have said this unique rolled shape has allowed Takis to fill a sort of niche in the crowded world of snack chips. Yes, it's a gimmick, but this isn't rocket science, it's snack food. They're allowed to have a little fun with their product. The company plays with the idea of daring its customers to taste the spicy snacks at their own risk. Even though there have been internet stories and YouTube videos about the supposed health risks of eating too many Takis, these are really just hoaxes and urban legends. However, like most processed snack food, these snacks are also very high in salt, so you probably shouldn't be eating them in large quantities anyway, at least not on the daily.
Think about it.
Takis has tried to make a name for itself, hyping the intensity of its spicy flavors, and it seems to have worked. Perhaps the takeaway about Takis is not how spicy the snacks are, but how successful the company has been with its marketing, convincing people how amazing and spicy the snacks are. Regardless of how they've done it, Takis are beloved, and it would appear as though they are here to stay. The Spicy Snack Takeover.
Yeah, boy.
Takis brand snacks are owned by Barcel, which is a subsidiary of Grupo Bimbo. Bimbo is one of the world's largest baking companies, but also wanted to find a way into the lucrative but highly competitive snack chip market. Takis started in Mexico, but soon established a foothold in the United States years later. In its first year, Takis generated more than $50 million in sales and received an innovation award from the marketing company Nielsen. So clearly, there is a lot of money to be made in the snack game, even for a relative newcomer like Takis.
Money, 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 money.
The emphasis on intensely spicy snacks was intended to appeal primarily to Mexican and Latin American tastes, but the extreme flavors soon found an audience among youths of many regions. In the US, there are millions of kids who love to snack on spicy chips and are always on the lookout for something new to try. Teenagers tend to spend money on video games, energy drinks, and snacks. This is a trio that seems like a sure thing from a marketing standpoint. The maker of Takis is just one more company to have taken advantage of this technique. So it's not so hidden, but it's not shouted from the rooftops either. Maybe some of the other snack chip companies will take notice of what Takis has accomplished. They probably have to, unless, of course, they want to lose more of the market share.
Stop! He's already dead.
Get a taste of more great videos. Just tap or click. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad. And hey, leave us a comment.